Friends, today we are going to read about the third chapter, that is two stories about flying. Today we'll read about the first part, that is his first flight. The young seagull was alone on his ledge. His two brothers and his sisters had already flown away. When he wanted to fly, he could not do so as he was very afraid of flying. When his brothers and sister flew away, he failed to get the courage to fly. He was really very sad. His father and mother came to him and asked him to fly, and also even rebuked or scolded him. They also threatened him if he did not do so, he would die out of hunger. But he could not move as he was very afraid of flying. And that was all 24 hours ago. Since then, no one has come near him. He had watched his parents and brothers and sisters flying, and he also saw that his parents had been perfecting his brother and sister how to dive for fish. They called him to fly, but he could not. The sun was rising and it was getting very hot. He felt that hot. He had not eaten for a long hour since 24 hours ago. Okay. He had found a dried piece of fish tail, and that was not enough for him. There was not even a single piece of food anywhere for him. He had gone forward and backward on the ledge. Okay, what is the meaning of ledge? Ledge is a narrow horizontal surface projecting from a wall or a cliff. Okay, then he could not fly as he wanted to reach his parents. There was a deep sea. He wanted to reach his parents. He wanted to fly, but as he was very afraid of flying, and as there was a deep sea below him, he was very afraid of flying. The seagull closed his eyes, standing on one leg, and he had the other leg hidden under his wing. He pretended to be asleep. He thought that his parent did not take notice of him. However, his mother was looking at him, and the seagull saw that her mother was tearing a piece of fish at her feet, or that was the piece of fish that was lying at her feet. And he was very mad to see the feed as he was very hungry and he had not eaten anything since 24 hours ago. He gave out a sound to get it. His mother replied in a sound and looked at him. She picked a piece of fish and she flew across to him with it. He leaned out, tapping the rock with his feet. Means the seagull leaned out, tapping the rock, that he was very excited to get the food as he had not eaten anything. His mother flew across, trying to get nearer to him. The seagull had the food within the reach of his beak. Means he was just within the reach of the food, or he was just to catch the food. But his mother halted. Looking at this, the seagull was very surprised that why his mother did not come nearer. He was so mad with hunger that he dived at the fish. He fell outwards, and his wings spread outwards. He felt that the wind was rushing against his breast feathers. It rushed under his stomach, against his wings. He was not falling headlong now. Headlong means se niche or pair upar. And he was soaring slowly downwards and upwards, and he was no longer afraid of flying because he has taken his first flight. Okay, then the seagull gave out a joyous scream. He soared he soared higher, calling ga ga ga. His mother gave out, calling go call. It is the scream or the sound made by the seagull or birds. Then his father flew over him, screaming. Then he saw his brother and sister flying around him, encouraging him and roaring and diving. Then he completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly. He commended himself to dive and soar. He was near the sea now, flying straight over it. He saw a vast green sea beneath him. His parents and his brothers and sister had landed on the green surface of water, and they were calling him to do the same thing. When he dropped his leg to stand on the green sea, his leg sank into it, and he cried out of fear. He tried to raise again, flapping his wings, but he was unable to do so as he was weak with hunger. He could not rise. His feet sank into the green sea, and his belly touched it, but he sank no further. He was floating on it. Around him was his family crying and praising him, and they were offering him scraps of dogfish, and at last he made his first flight. Okay, thank you.